So let's have a talk. The compromises and things of the past, a lot of them were being gone over and looked at here recently. It took a while. 'Cause I had a back burner, not really back burner. I had to put some things on hold. Compromise of religion, occult, and prophecy and sorcery and whatnot was never officially a past. Never officially passed in government. As far as Kane and all of them, they are not official. There is no official government in that of North and South America, and that of people are too easy to militarily remove and move wherever they need to be moved to. Like I said, in this idea of making things the way it was, has been considered in certain levels, but not considered as in past tense certain levels, of how some starved to death and some didn't. In that, if you, in certain departments such as the CIA, FBI, welfare, any type of assistance program or service or housing service or program and whatnot, there is a new little twist in the change of these rules and regulations. You can't live in North or South America or Canada to get any of them. That's included you, Trump. Or any new or past president, or any new or past Senate representatives or Congress, which you guys keep pointing fingers over at other people. Oh, this is for you. No, this is for you, dumbass. What part of stupid don't you understand? That's how stupid the representatives, the Senate, the Congress, and even sometimes the governors. Actually, I should say the governors, because of the fact they do not know what the hell they're doing. They sit at a desk 40 hours a week, sometimes 60 hours a week, and twiddle their freaking thumbs. See the camera in the corner, stupid? Plus, some of your pictures are rigged, as well as your phones are tapped, wiretapped, your emails are wiretapped, everything software-wise is wiretapped. Most of like Facebook, Google Plus, that's all just stay nice little outline program, which often is used for collection of intelligence. They're not actually in Facebook. They're not actually using Google Plus. That's been outlawed since 1984 for anyone in North, South America, or Canada to use those type of products, or services, or softwares. That's a service. It's not it's definitely not a service, but it's a software and programs. As far as the following of the United States Congress and Constitution and everything, let me put it this way for a bunch of idiots who do not have the proper education to, let alone try to run a government, but let alone try to say the one thing that a lot of people have studied hard for to do is that when you have to go to the public, like Bill doesn't have enough education. Patricia doesn't have enough education, since none of them actually have passed high school. Trump got to 8th grade and quit. That's what your record says in Europe. Most everyone in Textron like coming in later years, not the current last, let's say 1950, 1940 to present. Everyone that ever worked for them has a general basic education. They're not academic. As far as what happened in 1980, that's still to be looked at and considered, especially in Pennsylvania, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Louisiana, Florida, New York, California, Washington, Oregon, Montana, North and South Dakota, Wyoming, Chicago, as incidents that happen there. In all reality, the law is and has been written the way it was written back in the 1960s, the 1970s, 1980s, without that of North or South America presence and, I wouldn't say influence, but speaking of that of certain things, the world was actually a better place to live before all that crap. Not because everyone had money or everyone could do this or do that. It's just everyone was financially. I mean, if you couldn't make it or didn't want to make it, most of them didn't want to make it. They lived out in the woods. If they couldn't make it in a home or a resident or even an apartment or a structure, they'd go out in the woods and live. You listen to what's going on right now in North and South America, mainly in North America and Canada. It's not for the people that's happening. It's not by the people that's happening. It's by small groups and infrastructures that just got their hands on a few $1,000,000 in gold and silver and such. Now they think they're big shots. Murderers and criminals and baby rapers, people who will actually take your children out, your daughter, your son, rectal, or actually have sex with them if they're female, right in front of you. And these aren't the people that went into prison. These are the people that, by the Constitution, by the Bill of Rights, that this government in North America, and not talking about the one that I represent in Europe, in the sense of this is what your American dollars is going towards. This is what the people's money wants to happen. A foreigner comes in, tries to make a little bit of cash, or just to kind of to see if a complaint is real by simply asking questions, which is legal for a person to do. Ask questions. As long as it's on outside or inside a home and the person answers the questions, they answer the questions. That person flies back and gets something done about it. Now, when people fly in here recently, as of 1988, is more of, how can we make this person have sex with every American? And that's a huge problem when you come down to it. It's not the Europeans that are doing it. I investigated into that. I investigated into a lot of things, but the Scottish, white-haired Scottish people, red and brown-haired Irish people, British. The perverts that were perverts back then in the 1800s are still perverts today. So when we get down to it, the fascination of using puppets and puppetries and videos and music and back-layered programs or things set underneath music and videos, what you hear it in certain music. Try to brainwash the person. A lot of that's going to stop in 9 Inch Nails, and so does Marilyn Manson, though, that all that is going to come to a halt. They were told that, Avril Lavigne was told that her freedom, her independency, and that of all the musicians and videos and actors are about to end up in prison. Stated in the 1980s, stated in the 1990s, 2000. Because the United States is too stupid to get their head out of their rear ends to actually do anything. Crap. I got well over 100 complaints filed. Legitimate complaints. Nothing done yet today about that. But the handling of the files and complaint has gone to public assets, well, not public assets, but public people, in that a sense to have no jurisdiction, no authority, no permission to actually even view these files, let alone welfare, let alone the judicial The 5-second judicial. The judicial says felony this month, you get in trouble, it's a felony. And I'm not talking about European judicial, I'm talking about American judicial. The brainless people that often get voted or elected into a office that they have no idea how to do. Oh, how do I do this? Well, you might want to start with the fact that